Welcome back, everyone, to another Bloodline video. It's your boy, Steven Ryan, back at it again. Got an interesting one for you before we get into it. Want to ask everyone to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and to smash that like button if you want to see more awesome content like this. Now that that's out of the way, I have an interesting one. I feel like I say that every video, but they're all kind of interesting. Today, we're going to discuss some cards Ryan and I are going to submit to PSA, and we wanted to get a raw version. We have done a video like this before, but we've added some new cards to the mix.
Yep.
And these are actually what we're submitting. In the last video, some of those cards we haven't submitted yet. But this is what our actual PSA minus 2 cards, because Ryan failed to bring them.
Yeah, and I'll talk about those 2 cards.
Why don't you go ahead and talk about those 2 cards before we get in too far into it? You see Pikachu here on screen, but what 2 cards are not on in this pile that you will be submitting?
So the 2 cards I forgot to bring because I'm bad at planning and I'm an idiot sometimes. So, one was a pink optic Tua, a Tua Tagovailoa pink optic.
Which we've seen on this channel before.
Yeah, which we've seen because I picked that up at a card show, and I think I got it for like $20. And with all the trades going on and the way it's looking for Miami to be, I wouldn't say Super Bowl contenders, but they're building a solid team around Tua and building up and just finding actually good players to put around him. Yeah. I feel like it's worth sending in. I think his card prices have risen because of that, and in general, just getting him football cards graded back before the season. So gonna send that one in. Yeah, hopefully. Sending that card in because I think on top of my head, it's in the top loader. It looks pretty good last time I checked it. So gonna send that in. My other card I failed to bring was one of those Target exclusive silver pulsar Anthony Edwards cards. I don't know how to describe it.
We've ripped that one on the channel, haven't we?
I think it came from their like complete set box.
Oh no, so you didn't rip it, you bought it.
Yeah, I bought it off of eBay. I don't know if you can see kind of what it looks like.
Oh, on his phone.
But one of those cards looks really good. Also, ended up paying I think $55 for it. So it's a pretty decent card, and he's been playing pretty good. So I'm gonna send that in.
Yeah, Timberwolves are a playoff team right now.
Yep. And so I think the card looks pretty good. Probably get at least a 9 or a 10. Both those cards I've just talked about, I think they'll at least get a 9 or a 10, and both will be pretty solid. Hopefully solid turnaround cards to get. But now getting into my cards that I did remember to bring.
What you see on screen.
What you see on screen is something I instantly fell in love with when I saw it. I was watching some I think a YouTube his name is Pokevault. He was showing off some of his Poncho Pikachu cards, and instead he had the Charizard ones. I fell in love with the Rayquaza ones. So there's Charizard, there's Rayquaza, there's a Magikarp and Gyarados versions of these cards, but this card instantly fell in love with. It's probably one of the most expensive cards I've picked up. But I saw it on eBay, just wanted it really bad, just sucked it up, bid on it, got it, and then now I'm sending it off to grading because I honestly think it looks pretty good. Checked it with a lot of blacklight just to make sure I wasn't going crazy or anything, but flawless looking card. And I don't know if y'all appreciate it as much as I do, but I think it looks so cool. So Japanese Poncho Pikachu promo card, very hard to find. Not cheap at all. But solid card, hoping for a good grade. If it comes back and think a PSA 10, it's worth the $1,000. So that's that's the biggest card that I'll be sending away. So
all right, well here's your next one, which we have seen on the channel, and I think this is a you and me card, isn't it?
Yep. Playoff football. I think we
definitely ripped this on the channel. It was our Super Bowl Sunday rip.
Yeah. I think we ended up splitting the box, and then this is kind of like both me and Steve's kind of card of
It's
like,
our co-card. Yeah. We're.
yeah.
Hey, I forgot we're in this like 50-50 for this card.
Yeah. But I think the card at the moment last sold was like $100 and something card.
Oh yeah.
So
And it's just a base
kind
auto.
of, yeah, base auto, nothing too fancy about it, but overall looks pretty. Only thing we've noticed is not very, it's like slightly off centered a little bit, but besides that, the card looks pretty dang good. So we're looking for a high grade off of that. Turn around.
Yeah.
With Trey Lance probably becoming the starting quarterback on the 49ers with Jimmy G. We're assuming he's going to be leaving, but don't know.
We'll see. So now your second Anthony Edwards card.
Yep. So this one I pulled from
This
also from the on the channel. It was like one of those optic hobby boxes. I can't think
It
of
was a retail box.
retail. Yeah.
Optic retail.
Optic retail. And ended up pulling this really nice. I think this was like one of the two I pulled of this purple Ant-Man, and this one actually ends up being really nice. The only thing about it, top and bottom, slightly kind of a little bit frayed. Edges may get me there, so I'm hoping for at least a 9. But overall, the card quality looks really good. No scratches. The reflection of it looks pretty perfect. So corners sharp. So those are going to be my 5 main cards I am submitting to grading. We'll see before we send them away if I change my mind on any of my other cards, but those are my big 5 cards I'll be sending away to PSA for $50.
Yeah,
a
they're
card.
50 a card right now. We're submitting them through a local card shop
Mm-hmm.
who has 50 a card for bulk, and so we're gonna send that off with a 3 to 6 month turnaround.
Yep.
So now we're getting into my cards. Pulled this on the channel somewhere. A Patrick Williams silver card. He's coming back from injury. Will probably make the run with the Bulls in the playoffs. I'm thinking this is a 9 because there's like one or two dents right here. But other than that, it's centered really well. It looks clean. I think it'll come back at least a 9, which is only like a $60 card for right now. But he was out the last few months with injury, so I expect that to go up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Ke'Bryan Hayes, also a card we have ripped on the channel, and it's a little crooked, which is bugging me. I give up. I'll fix it later. But pull this on the channel out of our Topps Chrome Jumbo Hobby Box. This is numbered to 850. Looks really clean. I think there's only one little issue that is that might not give it a 10, but I think otherwise this might be. It's a borderline 10 for sure. Not guaranteed. Slightly off center, and I think one of the corners down here is off a little, a little rounded, but otherwise. And another, I think most of these.
Is the rest of these gonna be?
No, I only have 3 F1 cards in here. So I have this Ray Wave Lewis Hamilton. Everyone loves Lewis Hamilton. It's a really clean card. Pulled this in our light F1 hobby box, which 2 of these cards are gonna come from that rip.
Yep.
Then the next one from that rip is a Mick Schumacher rookie card. This is numbered to 400, so yeah, $399.
Yeah.
Again, looks really clean. I can see this coming back at 10.
Mm-hmm. Rookie card.
Our first Genesis, a Kongwu. Again, it just looks really clean.
Really clean. I think right now there's only a pop 1 of this card, and it's just kind of something just to get in, send in the submission. I think for Steve, and kind of hopefully turn it around. Get
before
a good
next
grade.
Season starts.
Yeah. And Steve's not very tied to this card. It's more, get it graded. Hopefully, comes back another. Then it'll be a pop 2, and then try to flip it. So
yeah, that'll probably be. I mean, some of these cards I'll probably try to flip, but most of them are PCs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Another one I picked up off eBay. Man, that comes up really good. A Lando Norris rookie card from 2020, Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
Really, again. Love Norris. I think he has a lot of potential. McLaren. I know a lot of y'all don't watch F1, but McLaren is struggling so far in 2022, which doesn't help the value, but I think he'll be a contender and will probably win a title.
Yeah, and on F1, I mean, we'll be talking more about F1.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have a video about F1 cards and kind of the demand and the lack of supply at the moment in them, but it's become very popular.
Yeah.
So
It's grown in the U.S. a lot thanks to Drive to Survive, the Netflix
Yeah.
docu-series, which someone actually referred that to me on this channel. They left it in a comment to check it out. So I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but thank you, because now you started a whole new obsession. So next, the number one prospect in all of baseball, Bobby Witt Jr., expected to be on the Kansas City team at some point this year. Picked this up at a card show. It looks really good. I think centering left to right slightly is the biggest issue. So look forward to that coming back. I think it'll be a good card, and he should be in the big leagues by the time we get these back. Next, the first big pull I think I ever had. It was not on the channel.
No, this was
is
before.
the first time. Just got back into the hobby. The second select blaster box I ripped, this came out of it. Herbert was really big then, still really big now, and it is a clean blue die cut, field level.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you checked recent comps on this card?
I think it sells for 150 raw. Right now.
Yeah.
And when this was pulled, it was selling for like 300 raw.
Yeah.
So it has gone down a little bit, but that was before the slight slide the hobby took. So that's a good card. And then another one that came out of F1, I forgot about this one. George Russell, who's actually he's had a really good start with Mercedes so far, is numbered to 25 in this orange wave. So that's a nice second year card that I will be sending off. I think that'll grade really high.
Yeah, and then comps on that card at the moment of raw around like 300, I want to say.
Yeah.
For a number to 25, but there's not many of them out there on eBay. So
yeah, I think a PSA 9 or 10 will probably be a 10 would definitely be more than $1,000.
Yeah,
we'll see. We will see. So, Key Brian Hayes base auto on card. Picked this up at a card show. Seen it on the channel before. Sending it off. I think one little issue might ding it from being a 10, which is this corner. But other than that, clean looking card. Didn't have the greatest rookie year, so hopefully he will come back for a lackluster Pittsburgh team and really shine. So, and then last card, the number one rookie that everyone will be chasing or has been chasing in Top Series 1 is Wander Franco with his paper first Bowman. So I don't have a chrome. I wish I could get a chrome.
Yeah.
Because but they're too expensive right now. So I think once these come back, I might try to find a way to trade for a Wander Franco paper because he signed an extension actually with the Rays for like 11 years in like 200 million, just under 200 million.
Dang.
So he signed a pretty big extension already, and I still think I think he's signed up for like 13 or 14 years with the Rays.
Wow.
With the 6 years for his initial 6 years that they have control, and then an additional 11. So I think at some point he'll be with the Rays organization like 17 years. So not 17 more years, 17 total years.
Yeah.
He'll be with them unless they trade him for at least several more years. But clean looking card, probably a PC item. Look forward to getting this one back and seeing the type of season he's having. Hopefully we get this back in 3 months, but 6 months from now would be September. Mid to late September, so which would be right in time for playoff baseball. So really look forward to getting this back right around then, if all goes according to plan.
Yeah.
So that's our stack. Those are
these are our
I have
cards.
11. Ryan has 5. So it'll be a 16 card submission, and really look forward to doing a part 2 of this as a reveal of what we are getting back. So,
yeah, I mean, it'll be a big submission. It's a big submission for us.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
determining cards that are worth submitting to PSA with $50 a card.
Yeah, and it's
kind of price tag at the moment. So
yeah, and it's it's a good investment. It's a hefty investment for a lot of these cards, but I think a lot of them they'll definitely return value. So we try to structure it, and we recommend if you structure it, there should be at least one big card that it could pay for your entire submission process.
Yeah.
So, and I think Ryan and I have at least one, probably 2 cards that could do that.
Yep.
So that is all. Let us know what you think down in the bottom or in the comments down below.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I got. So until next time, y'all, we'll catch you later.